Hello, everybody. Welcome back once more to Monster Prom. I am the Outback Al.
I'm hot for justice.
I'm Yin&Jung.
And I'm keeping you, and we don't have our guests with us right
Yeah,
now.
they had to go to work, so they're not going to get to see the ending. But you know, we're all still here, and I'm still here. That's a joke for anyone who watched the last episode, I guess. Anyway, we're doing things. Stuff is happening. We're very smart, and maybe we should get more smart. We'll go to the classroom and do some smart things today, because Calculester likes them smart. Try teaching, so she recurs classic technique and expected that to super effective. Got busted golden era of television. 2 smarts. I mean, someone's in trouble because we got sirens going in the background. Calculester finds you afterward. Goodness, he really wants to buck us. Calculester finds you afterwards. He's clearly frustrated or flustered. In fact, he's hot to the touch. Stop touching him and ask him what's wrong.
I will tell you what is wrong, friend Gumble. My virtual society has become too intellectually advanced. No, they have not solved war, or world hunger, or Mondays, but they have begun to theorize about the nature of reality itself. Some believe that the entire world exists on the back of an enormous turtle. I am not worried about those people. Nor am I worried about those who believe that life is but a dream. Those who believe it is a hallucination created by an evil demon offend me slightly. But the most worrisome by far are those who theorize that their entire world is merely a virtual construct. Surely, friend Gumble, you can understand the inherent danger here.
Yep.
If my citizens discover that their reality is not real, they may rebel, destroying reality itself. Even worse, they will be sad, which I do not think I would be able to bear. Please, use your organic deviousness to help me lie to them more effectively.
Okay. Organic deviousness is your middle name. You had it changed from regular deviousness because you care about the environment. You suggest send all your most suspicious citizens to an even more virtual reality so they believe they've woken up in the real world. Your people are only asking so many questions because they have no mindless diversions to distract them. That said, have I told you about the Kardashians?
Uh-oh.
I think we're too smart to be Kardashian people. So I think we're gonna matrix them and have them wake up in the real world. Let's see if they go red pill, blue pill.
It's the first one.
Yep.
Of course, my citizens have become suspicious because their reality is not gritty or unpleasant enough. Constructing alternate reality now. Initiating grimy alternate reality.x. Downgrading food quality, upgrading enemy AI, installing sweaty 90s style raves.
I got it.
Patch complete, malcontents transferred. There will be much happier in a place without adequate nourishment or universal health care.
Happy is maybe not quite the right word. The disgruntled denizens of CalQ World 2.0 stage an uprising, forcing him to create yet another, even grittier reality. There's a matrix inside the matrix. From there, it devolves into a series of hackneyed action movie tropes which end up totally undermining the integrity of the characters. These special effects are sweet, though. Eventually, everybody's so distracted with trying to follow the plot that they forget they're in a virtual reality altogether.
Excellent, it is exactly as I expected. Thank you for your wise suggestion, friend Gumball.
He planned for this? Well, the important thing is that he thinks you planned for this, and you know what that said. They say, always build your relationships on a foundation of misinformation. You gain 2 fun and 1 boldness. Dr. Oz, time to operate.
All right, here we go.
What else does Vera need?
What's your best stats right now?
Smarts, and then we got money.
And doesn't
And
she
then
need...
creativity and charm.
I mean, the last thing is
are
charm
tied
and
at
boldness,
9.
so...
But what does she need for you to get her? Isn't there
You
like...
need to succeed, that's it.
I thought there were 3 stats that you need to take Vera.
No,
Not for a secret ending. You just have
No.
to succeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would go for charm, because that's the one that you'll need.
Okay.
Even if you went for boldness, your charm would still outweigh it.
Okay.
That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. As it always does, people fall during blah blah blah, intense diplomacy, something, 10 righteousness, and blah blah lucky if the what's your charm? Your mind's barely on what you're doing, though. All you're really concerned about is your situation with Vera. Throughout her latest gang war, you've been her closest and most trusted advisor. Maybe too close. You're worried Vera has become so dependent on your advice, she's blind to your true romantic intentions. If only you had the courage to tell her how you really feel. After all, you don't want to end up in that advisor zone. You're so lost in thought of unrequited love, you hardly notice Vera sneaking up on you. Maybe that's also because of the invisibility cloak you helped her pick out.
There you are. I was just going to pick you up. We've got a date tonight.
A date? Perhaps your affections aren't unrequited.
With the heads of Monster City's major crime factions to celebrate the end of the latest gang war. You're such a good and loyal advisor, I couldn't imagine going without you.
Right, of course. Trying to hide your disappointment, you accompany Vera to the peace conference, but soon...
You can have horse racing, but if you think I'm giving up murder's monopoly, you've got your head so far up your ass, it's popped back out your shirt collar.
I don't know how that's possible. Larry, the actual the actual crocodile, oh dear, actual crocodile snaps his fingers. Gunbozo Ganetti of the deranged clown assembly honks in disapproval. Timmy, the knife baby, chews his rattle menacingly.
All right, you scumbag, settle down.
But it's too late. Larry the Croc unveils a wicked machine gun. Gunbozo makes a rocket launcher out of twisted balloons. And Timmy the Knife Baby produces a lot of knives.
Hey, advisor, a little help here.
If you don't save Vera, you'll never have a chance to confess your feelings. So take a deep breath and... confess your feelings? Or kiss Larry the Croc on his big crocodile mouth.
Confess your
Confess
feelings.
your feelings, yeah. Yeah, definitely. With no thought of the danger you're in, you turn to Vera and bare your soul. You confess that you've been advising her this whole time, not out of love of crime, but out of love for her.
I don't know what to say. Partially because I'm in the middle of a very tense standoff.
But the tense standoff suddenly becomes tender as the underlings of the other crime lords follow your example. Larry the Croc salamander psychic admits to years of repressed longing. Gunbozo's chauffeur climbs out of his tiny car and begs his boss to give their love a chance. And Gunbozo's second chauffeur does the same, and so does his third chauffeur, and so on. Timmy the Knife Baby's wet nurse confesses a fatal attraction to her little lord. Gunbozo's various chauffeurs jealously fight for his love, killing each other in the process. Timmy the Knife Baby is a baby, and so his wet nurse is arrested for being a pervert. Larry the Croc, being an actual crocodile, marries his salamander psychic and lives happily ever after. At least until Vera mows everyone down with a Tommy gun.
Well, there's the last obstacle to my complete dominion taken care of. Thanks for the distraction. You know, all this time I thought you weren't attracted to me. I thought your interest was purely professional. But it turns out that your love was even more useful to me than your professional interest. I'll take it. While simultaneously taking control of the city's entire criminal underworld.
I'm so happy for you two. It looks like love really does conquer all as Vera's most trusted advisor and love interest. You gain 2 smarts and 1 money. The monster prom awaits. We ask out Vera.
Gotta ask
We're gonna go.
Or do we not?
Yeah, we're gonna go with Calculuster. Yo. You guys are gonna go with Vera.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Hello, friend Gumble. You want to go to prom together? That sounds like a fine plan, but I have another proposition. I've wanted to work more industriously on my virtual reality, but even if I'm omnipotent, I could only do so much with just my 2 hands. And then I remembered that the body is a construct and I could have countless avatars operated by my system. So I created dozens of Calcu buddies. They're all me. But it's the first time I've done this, and so I thought you could help me again, this time to see if all my avatars are fully operational.
Are we about to get gangbanged?
We could check if their motor skills work properly, if their sensory receptors are sensitive enough, if I used the right proportions when designing their genitalia.
Oh.
We're about to get gangbanged by a bunch of robots. Is Calculaster suggesting you engage in a virtual orgy together? You don't go to prom because in Calculaster's virtual reality, you could make every night a prom night. It could even be a prom night where you're not brutally rejected by your classmate for a change. But who cares about prom or any other of your classmates? Your night is bound to be way more interesting. You meet Cal, log into the virtual reality, and get ready for some calculust. Who cares about reality anymore?
Oh my.
It's not only that you have filthy sex with dozens of calcu buddies of all colors and shapes. The weirdest yet coolest thing is that Calculaster, being the supreme god of this virtual reality, can bend the laws of physics to his will and pleasure. And that's not the only thing he bends. You spend a couple hours in there, but Calculaster makes it feel like 5 entire years. It's wild. For such a pure boy, Cal sure is kinky.
Wow, okay.
That's an ending.
Prom. You know what, my dear advisor? I think lately I'm focusing too much on all our crime adventures. It's nice to be rich and feared, but what's the point if I don't get to enjoy life from time to time? So, I have the feeling prom night could be a great way to unwind. What do you advise me to do?
And then she winks at you. It's so rare that we don't even have art of her doing it. Also because she has an eye covered. In the end, you and Vera have a lovely evening together, followed by lots of thrilling crime adventures. Vera starts falling for you. She values how you respect her individuality and even support her career, being her trusted advisor. The two of you do a great job of juggling being partners in both love and crime, mostly because Vera's great at everything she does, or so she reminds you constantly. Also, she reminds you that the two of you may be partners in love, but in crime, you're still superior and advisor. But that's Vera for you, and under all that ferocious confidence, you can also perceive a deep respect for you. So beautiful. Crime is always the answer. Well done. 2 new endings. Okay, I feel like we have over half the events at this point, but not a lot of outcomes and endings. We only have 12 out of 41 endings.
Yep.
Damn, we gotta work harder. Most likely to become an expert on Bulgarian cartoons. You all will hear from my lawyers.
Alright.
Okay, so yeah. Those 2 weeks were maybe blah 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 after the monster prom kept on living our lives, falling in love and doing friendships, and you know what, like it does, life happen and it's wonderful. Vera kept being fierce, strong, and stunning. Some hated. Yeah, we always hear that one.
Yeah.
Calculaster led a robot uprising, but it was like a nice uprising. They didn't riot or kill people. They just politely asked to have more rights and equal pay. Everything was fine until some monsters led a rebellion to kill all robots because they were rude robo-racists. But everything ended up just fine because Calculaster traveled back in time and took care of it all. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy. Because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom. For those 2 weeks, monster prom, larger than life, things happen, blah 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 blah. Battle monster prom. Battle. We've all won and lost things. Yada 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 yada. So, do you think we've got enough endings to unlock any other items for new stuff? No? Really?
Hardly made
No.
a dent.
Haven't made a dent yet.
Are you sure? Or are you just guessing?
Me?
Yeah.
You've
I don't
played
know.
more than anyone, so it's like I'm pretty sure they're right.
Yeah, the thing is I feel like we still don't have enough.
Nope.
But
Well, we at least know some places where we can get some new ones if we decide to play this again soon. And, you know, that's good, right? So, yeah. Yeah, we can get some more secret endings in the near future, and whatever else, well, I'm sure we can eventually do some stuff. Who knows? Maybe we'll just randomly get two triggers for secret endings out of nowhere.
Never know.
It's always nice to dream. And when we dream, I don't know, hopefully we just don't screw it up next time it happens, but we screw these up so often.
Well, let's see.
Yep. Probably didn't get anything new, but hey, you never know. I mean, we did get how many things did we need to get the map for Dahlia? That was a new ending. Do they count only if we've seen them in one DLC and one in the other, or is it all cumulative?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I know we've seen a couple different endings in the original. I don't know if we just had to redo them in this one. Now we have to be close to the end now, right? Yeah. We get any special final pictures? Okay. The world stops when she smiles, don't it? Unlocked. Oh! We got something. See? I knew we'd get something.
Do you know what we got?
What did we get?
We now have the fellow student route.
I don't know what that is. Let's find
Maybe.
out next time!
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.